Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see you here again in our Chinese culture classroom. And today we will going to focus on the further discussion on Peking opera. As we know, Peking opera is one of the traditional Chinese operas, and it's very beautiful. It was called the Chinese traditional one of the four treasures. And according to our schedule, we are going to make a further discussion today on it. And last week, when I looked through our MOOC website, I happily found that you have done an excellent work on the online pre-class study. I'm quite confident that taking that as a solid ground, we will make a vivid discussion that we can go further and deeper in today's face-to-face class. Nevertheless, I still want to make sure that everyone here in the classroom are very clear about the basic knowledge of the Peking opera. And let's look at the screen. So the first thing I would like to do is to review the MOOC key points. That is key points from the MOOC materials. The first we need to do is the MOOC review. Let's review an introduction video on the MOOC website.
Is an intriguing and mellow form of traditional Chinese theatre. With their elaborate and colourful costumes and facial makeups, performers produce vivid portrayals of characters by utilising the skills of speech, singing, dancing, and a combination of movements that are symbolic and suggestive rather than realistic, creating a theatrical effect far beyond the limitation of the stage in terms of both time and space. The warring scenes, for example, are rendered with pretend fights and acrobatic movements rather than brutal violence. The formulated and hyperbolic mask paintings are to reveal the individuality of different characters, allowing the audience to read their mind through their painted faces. Therefore, to understand Chinese culture, some knowledge of Peking opera is very important. This session concerns some knowledge of Peking opera, and you will develop English language skills with the terms and expressions concerned in the field. It will include the historical development of Peking opera, the four major roles of Peking opera, and the facial makeup of Peking opera, as well as the four artistic means of Peking opera. You will also learn to appreciate Peking opera through critical thinking.
So, from the MOOC material, from the introduction video given by the foreign teacher, the following basic important information we should know. The first thing is the origin year. That is 1790. For Anhui opera troops entered Beijing in 1790. That is Qianlong, 55th year. Do you know how many years altogether Qianlong sit in his dragon chair as Emperor of China? How many years? 60 years. And in Qianlong, 55th year, that is at the end of his reign. Right. So Qianlong is a very long-lived emperor, even in the scale of the world royal families. The second thing we should know that there were 4 acting skills in Peking opera. What are they? The 4 skills? Yes, 唱念做打, right. Singing, speech, dancing, and combating. 唱念做打. And the last, but not the least, thing we should know is about the 4 major roles in Peking opera. The 4 major roles 就是4大行当，生、旦、净、丑. Yes, excellent. But there is a tricky question. Did you find that I have 4 pictures here? Not only 4 pictures, 5. Which one is additional? 末, yes, 生、旦、净、末、丑. But we only say 4 major roles, 生、旦、净、丑. Why? Where is more in modern times of the Beijing opera stage? It disappeared. Because in the original early days of Beijing opera, there were altogether 10 kinds of roles. But later, it was simplified into 4. Only 4 remained in Peking opera. The role of Mo combined into the first kind of roles, Sheng. So, Mo disappeared along the history, but its name remained in the often side sentence, 生、旦、净、末、丑. But now we do not have that kind of characteristics. That's the reason. Okay. This is what we have learned from the MOOC. Here I posted some pictures for you. This is Sheng. And from these pictures, we can easily find the charm and elegance of the 4 major roles, 生、旦、净, and 丑. 丑 is the humorous characters in Peking operas. So let's go to the favorite part, top video, 洗剪吹. Last week, as usual, you are required to make a video to introduce Chinese operas together with your group members, together with your partners. Both Peking opera and other local operas are welcomed, are encouraged. And several days later, when I went to the website, I found you have updated your assignments on it. You are very good at making videos. You are experienced through this term. And after watching each video one by one, I was deeply attracted to what you have done, to your excellent work. So, today I'm eager to know which one will be today's winner. Which one do you like the best? Altogether, we have 6 groups. Which group will be the final winner? I don't know. So, the first thing I'd like to make is a 4-stage competition. There are 4 stages. The first stage, director's time. I'd like each group to say hello and stand up, say hello to the classroom, and use 1 sentence to introduce your video to the whole class. And in the second stage, I will invite some group to play their video to the whole class. Okay, do you understand? And in the third stage, we will have the final struggle for the votes, for the poll. We will vote for the best video. And the last, is voting stage. So we have a 4 stages competition. So I'd like to find a group 1. So where is group 1? Yeah, yeah, group 1. Can you say something about your production? Please say hello first to the whole class. Okay.
Yes. Our group introduced Henan local opera in the video, and we divided it into many parts.
Henan opera in Chinese should be called 豫剧, right? 豫 is the short name for Henan province. Okay, thank you. Sit down, please. And where is group 2? Okay.
Our group introduced Sichuan opera, which has a long history and lively singing.
川剧, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Sit down, please. Group 3.
Our group will introduce Yu opera. It combines firmness and softness with strong rhythm and clear enunciation.
Clear pronunciation. Yes, it's very important for opera because in Peking opera, sometimes we don't understand what the performers are singing, right? So your group's topic is also 豫剧 from the same as group 1. Okay, sit down, please. Thank you. And group 4, right? Group 4. Okay.
Our video is going to introduce Yue opera, which is known as Southern Rugby. Hope you can enjoy it.
Yue opera. So is the Yue opera you means that there's one Yue opera?
No.
Not this one? No. But from the Guangdong province?
Yeah.
Okay. Yueju. Okay, thank you. And the last group, the gentleman group.
Our group will introduce the Kun opera, which is the assistant of Chinese opera.
Kun opera. In Chinese, what is Kun opera?
It's Kunqu.
Kunqu. Okay, thank you. Kunqu is a very old ancestor of all Chinese local operas. 是所有中国戏剧的老祖先啊。Kunqu is very good. Okay.
Our group, group 6.
Sorry, group 6, please.
Our group introduced Huangmei opera, whose main characteristic is the eye makeup and the dress and the dressing style.
So the singing style is very characteristic for Huangmei xi, right? Okay, thank you. Now let's enjoy some videos from your group. First, I'd like to invite group 4. Okay, please come here and show us what you have done. Thank you.
Known as the Southern Red Bean, mainly popular in Guangdong, Guangxi, Hong Kong, Macau, and other Cantonese dialect areas. Cantonese opera has a reputation as the red bean of the South. In 1956, the Cantonese opera troupe of Guangdong went to Beijing for performance. Premier Zhou met with the actors and said at the symposium that Cantonese opera was the red bean of the Southern China. Southern red beans can be described as a genius and appropriate metaphor for Cantonese opera. We show that Cantonese opera is a product of Southern China.
Since judging period in the Ming Dynasty, it began to appear in Guangdong and Guangxi. Later, it continuously absorbed more diversified music and drama elements. perfectly combined Bangzi and Erhu tone with Cantonese dialect, creatively expanded the artistic expression of China opera and became the integrator of China Northern and Southern opera art.
During the Ming Dynasty, there were already folk children living on drama. Later, a performance style dominated by Bangzi was gradually formed. During the Revolution of 1911, great changes took place in various sectors of Cantonese opera. In 1930 and 1940, the Cantonese opera was a star-studded stage. The characteristics of Cantonese opera: big plasticity. It is good at absorbing many new, foreign, and folk themes. Seen from the development history of Cantonese opera, it has absorbed some acting methods from folk songs, pop songs, other operas, cultural dramas, and even plays. Musically rich, Cantonese music is both famous, although some audiences do not appreciate the contents of Cantonese opera. They are still fascinated by Cantonese music and drama music. A wide range of subjects. Cantonese opera has many repertoire, many new plays, and a wide range of themes, which are helpful to broaden the audience horizon, broaden the actor's acting power, and expressive force, which is also rare in other local operas.
Traditional Cantonese costume can be divided into person, cow, lace, and so on. Royal women's wear dress, round collar, large lapel, generally with all kinds of wood, gold, and silver throat, peony, foil water, and flowers, and other patterns wearing phoenix crown. The generous country clothes, long rovers, round collar, wide sleeves, generally with all kinds of wood, golden silver throat, foil mountain, cloth, and other patterns wearing a helmet.
The cuff of the Cantonese opera costume is sewn with a stretch of white silk, which ripples like water when waved. Water sleeve skill is the basic skill of Cantonese opera performance. Through the coordination of shoulders, arms, elbows, wrists, fingers, and other parts, it expresses the tension of Cantonese opera art and reflects the inner temperament, identity, personality, and emotion of the characters in the opera. Water sleeve like talking in the dance. To the audience on the very beauty depend the emotional experience of the characters in the play.
The stage of actors dancing with water sleeve, like walking around, dazzling bass track, classical and dignified, as if back to the ancient life.
风雪夜归人，即兴题赠。诗情画意迎谢台，乐曲声声天际来。岂知红豆生南国，奇花次第京城开。
Thank you for your excellent work. Now, please, what about group 6? Group 6, please show us your work.
Today we are going to introduce Huangmei Opera, which is loved by the world because of its pure and simple performance. We will mainly introduce it from two aspects. On the one hand, we will introduce its origin and development process from its history of development. On the other hand, we will center on its singing style and describe the three major singing styles applied to Huangmei Opera, thus having a deep understanding of the development and melody of opera. Let's introduce these two aspects in detail. The history of Huangmei Opera can be roughly divided into three stages.
The first stage is about from the end of Qianlong to the revolution of 1911. Huangmei Opera, which came into being and spread to Anhui, Hubei, and Jiangxi provinces, is influenced by the performances of local operas, Qingyang Cavity and Anhui Tone, and combined with folk arts such as Lianxiang, Gaoqiao, and Landboat, gradually forming some small operas. After further development, it observes the performance content and form of expression from kind of folk art form called Luohan Pale and Qingyang Cavity and Hui Tone, thus producing a complete story of the opera. Second stage is from the revolution of 1911 to 1949. At this stage, the performance of Huangmei opera gradually became professional and moved from the rural stroll stage to the urban stage. After Huangmei opera came to the city, it is merged with Peking opera and is influenced by the operas. The content and form of the performance change a lot. There are new repertoire, more vivid acts and costumes. The third stage is from 1949 to the present. After the founding of People's Republic of China, Huangmei opera recovers and develops rapidly. Professional troops of Huangmei opera have been set up continuously, among which excellent masterpiece, Glennis Marriage, has also caused a stir and hair man abroad. At the same time, the new track Female Consort Prince has also won the majority of the audience love. Arias. Huangmei opera has three forms of singing: primary chamber, claviture, and the three cavity. The primary chamber of Huangmei opera. The primary chamber is the most dramatic one in the traditional singing of Huangmei opera. It is different from the other two areas because of its musical structure, which is composed of play-type shinja. Therefore, we can think that the primary chamber is a product of the development of Huangmei opera to the mature stage. Its appearance marks definition of the basic style of Huangmei opera music. The coloratura of Huangmei opera. Huangmei opera originates from folk songs and dances, while coloratura is derived from folk songs, but its function is not the same as that of folk songs. It has some characteristics of dramatic music and is a kind of folk singing style shupai system. The three cavity of Huangmei opera. Three cavity is Hai cavity, Xian cavity, Yinsi cavity. Three kinds of cavity collectively. Then we will introduce Female Consort Prince, a typical Huangmei opera, through a series of most bizarre but reasonable drama plots, such as the heroine dressed as a man in order to take exam, became the first by chance, became the emperor's son-in-law. The drama creates the image of a kind, brave, and intelligent girl in ancient times. That's all. Thank you for your watching.
Okay, thank you. In this group, we have enjoyed a very beautiful singing from Huangmei Xi. And now, let's go to the final part before voting. Now, the stage 3. Each group please send one representative to make the final struggle to attract as much as possible the votes. This is the last chance you have I'd like to give you 30 seconds for each group to make your final effort. So now please, each group send one representative to the stage and the line here. Come here, over here. Thank you. Let's start according to the group number. Let's start from group 1. So now I will count the time. You only have 30 seconds. Go.
Okay, I'm first one. I'm group 1. Sorry, I'm group 1. We introduced Henan opera in our video, and we divided into 4 parts. Like the first part is the basic introduction of Henan opera. The second part is the development and the history of Henan opera. The third part is the costume of it, and the final part is the famous pieces of it. And finally, we combine it into our video. And not only the Henan opera is its language full of individual characteristics, but also full of local flavor and colors. And please vote for us.
Okay, time's up. Okay, thank you, group 1. Now, group 2, go.
Our group uses the video to let everyone know more about Sichuan opera and visualize its culture. And we put a lot of effort on it, and I think everyone can vote for us. Thank you.
Okay, group 3.
Our group introduced Yu Opera. Yu Opera is the largest local opera in China, and when we look up some relevant knowledge, we find a lot of materials. We need to tell the difference between the real and the fake, and we woke up late at night. And though the work is not so perfect, I still hope you can support us. Thank you.
Thank you for your hard work, group 3. Now, group 4.
I hope that our video can make you feel the charm of your opera with the flowing water sleeve performance and exquisite costumes. Although there are some parts are not good enough, hope you can support us. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Group 5.
We have searched a lot of information on the internet and put them into the chronological order and make it easy to understand. And we also put lots of information to the dialogue. And you can also catch some important information from the video. That's all.
Okay, thank you. The last group.
Our group introduced Huangmei opera. We selected the 夫妻双双把家还 as the background music. We also selected the most suitable picture from that picture as the material. And we choose the video of Yu Fu Ma as to insert. In our group, one student stay up until 2:30 in the midnight, so I hope you can vote for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all. Go back to your seat. Thank you. Now, the most exciting moment is coming. So, everyone, please take out your mobile phone. Let's go to our Spark website to finish your vote. We will divide the 6th group into 2 rounds. In first round, group 1, 3, and 5 will be competitor in the first round. So let's do the first round voting. Okay. So, group 1 got 1 ticket. I'll refresh the web page. Group 3, B for group 3, now earn the most tickets. Refresh again. So everyone finished your voting. So I'll finish this vote for first round. The final result, the the two winners from first round is Group 1 and Group 3. They got the most votes here. Okay, now let's turn to Group second round. Second round is for Group 2 and Group 4 and Group 6. Okay, now finish the second round. We can see Group 2 and Group 6 are the two winners for the second round. Now, we altogether have 4 groups that entered the final round. Group 1, 2, 3, and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6. I think the final result comes out. The greatest winner for the final round is Group 6. Congratulations. I have a certificate for you. Thank you for your effort. Can you say something to the class?
I guess we will not be the first because our other group is very good. And I guess maybe it's the charm of Huangmei Opera that moves us. We moved by the actor's performance and the steady styles and other styles. So thank you for waiting for us.
Okay, I will put down my name on it and your group number on it. Group 6 and my senator. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. So part 3, the support Q&A. Let's look at the hot topics from the discussion area. I found 2 very important questions from your discussion. Let's look at them. I'll zoom in so you can see it clearly. Too much. You have raised so many questions, maybe more than 50 questions. The first one. What about this one? It's a question from Yang Jiayin, right? Her question is, with the development of society, will Peking opera be continued in the future? We can see a lot of students provide their opinions on the website. How do you think about this question? Is there anyone want to say something about the future of Peking opera? I want to make an opinion poll in our class. How many of you have been to a theater to watch a Peking opera show? How many of you? Please raise your hand if you have went to a theater to watch a performance. No one. So there's no future for Peking opera. Why you didn't like Peking opera? Does anyone want to share your opinions to the class? Okay.
Actually, I watched it on TV.
Watched it on TV. Yeah,
yes.
I'm sure that everyone has the experience. Okay, go.
In our county, there is no such a big population will watch the Peking opera, so that it can develop a theater for them to watch it.
There's no such place to watch. Okay. Thank you. Sit down, please. Anyone other opinions want to share with us? Is there anyone? Okay, thank you.
I think young people can't understand the words without looking at the lines of Peking opera. So we can't express our feelings through watching Peking opera or seeing it, learning it. So I think the future of Peking opera is not optimistic. But if Peking opera can better record the euro and create more new stories, I think it will certainly shine again.
Okay, good opinion. Thank you, Susan. Please. She said that the biggest problem for Peking opera is the young generation cannot understand the lines. As we know, Peking opera is from Anhui province, so the accent is not as common as we can understand nowadays in modern society. So it's really difficult for us to understand the line. But there is a necessity to reform the Peking opera. Maybe it will be a better way to revive this kind of treasure, Peking opera. Okay, so much for this part, for this question. And let's go back to our courseware. In part 4, opinion challenge, I prepared something for your group discussion. The first thing I'd like you to discuss in your group is the innovation of Chinese operas. Just like what we have mentioned in the Q&A session, many students think that Peking opera is hard to understand. It is losing the young generation audience. So what kind of innovation should Peking opera do to save the future of it? I'd like you to share your minds within your groups. You have 3 minutes to discuss with your partners with this question. What kind of reformation and innovation should they do? Okay, now I have heard a lot of very valuable opinions in your group discussion. And I want to recommend one thing to everyone in our class. That is the famous singer Zhang Yunlei. No, not a famous singer. He is a famous crosstalk actor from 德云社，说相声 not a singer. But he sings well. His representative work is 看清水河, visiting the freshwater river. It is reformed from Peking opera, but combined with the folk-style songs. It's very interesting and attractive. It is very popular on the website, liked by many fans. So this is Zhang Yunlei, right? Let's enjoy his famous 看清水河 from B 站。
柳叶就遮满了天，在青
do you like this kind of Peking opera?
Yes.
Can you understand the lines sung by Zhang Yunlei? Yes. So, what do you think of this kind of reformation? Is it good? Yeah, you like it. The young generation will enjoy this kind of Peking opera, 探清水河. I think it's a successful exploration for the reformation of Peking opera. So let's do some case analysis. What is case analysis? Do you know case analysis? 案例分析. So, what are the good points in Zhang Yunlei's visiting the freshwater river? Compared with the traditional Chinese operas, 看清水河 is very special. What the specific points? What can you find the special points in that video? Who can tell us just one point? Okay.
It's easy understanding, and the actor is very handsome.
The actor is very handsome, right? And the second point can be easily answered. Okay. What about other groups? Please.
Combined with the pop elements.
Combined with the pop elements. You mean the singing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. What else? Is there anything else we can find from 看清水河? In fact, I can give you at least 6 elements that made this video successful. First, the actor Zhang Yunlei is one idol class actor, 偶像级演员, very handsome. A lot of story on him, behind him. I'm sure that you know what the story means, okay? And in-style dressing. They do not wear the old-fashioned Peking opera dressing. 穿的不是传统的戏服. And the walk costume. Walk means in-style, fashionable. The fashionable costume. Costume means makeup. Yeah. Even though he's a male actor, he wears walk costume. And the story, 看清水河, the story is a best choice IP. Do you know what is IP? Intellectual property. 其实就是过去的剧本素材非常棒的一个选材 because the young generation will always love the love story, right? And the fifth, the pop folk tune, the singing combined pop folk music and the traditional singing of Peking opera. So the last one, faster rhythm. Because we are busy now today, all young men have a lot of things to do. You have no time, for example, half a day to enter a theater to enjoy the Peking opera. But you have 3 minutes or 5 minutes to look through over the mobile phone. So, 看清水河 is very short and very faster than Europe. So you can easily stay with it. That's why this is a successful try to reform the old-fashioned Peking opera. Okay, that's all for our class for the Peking opera. Let me make a summary for you. Today, first, we have reviewed ABC, that means the basic knowledge, basic information about Peking opera. And second, we made an evaluation on your group video productions. And group 6 is the biggest winner. And in the third stage, we dealt with Q&A, some questions from our discussion area on our Spark website. And we discussed obstacles confronted with Peking opera. We made an conclusion that we all agree that the old-fashioned Peking opera should be reformed. And finally, we enjoyed a successful exploration case from Deyunshe, Zhang Yunlei. So this is all we have learned from today's class. And hope you have a good afternoon. And I think later you will be a fan for the opera, the Peking opera or other local operas. I hope you can have the duty to broadcast, to demonstrate the charm and elegance of those traditional arts. Okay, thank you. See you next time. Thank you.